What's happening, guys? It is the Brothers Geek Out podcast. I'm here with G-Man. G-Man's back from the United States of America, New York City. We'll touch base on that because I've got a few questions for him. But a massive thank you again for the love on the channel, guys. If you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. But check out our socials. But we're on all streaming platforms. We are going to be moving the podcast from SoundCloud to Anchor very soon, guys. I'm just trying to learn the process of getting that done. I've never done this before, so SoundCloud, you guys are bastards, man. I'm trying to take my money. Zoom, fuck you, Zoom. Fuck you, Zoom. And not Zoom started the podcast off with swear words. I'm so sorry. Yeah, F you, Zoom and SoundCloud for trying to bump me, man. Trying to get this out to the people's
business. But business is business. You think Zoom care?
No, man, I know, bro. But how much are they're charging? But okay, you know what? Zoom is probably reasonable. But SoundCloud went from being like a £50 thing to £120, bro. They tripled in like 3 years, bro.
You know, I tell you what, we should look into the stats, because if we've shown that the stats have shown that our podcast has grown through it, maybe it's worth it. If it hasn't, forget about it.
You know what?
Numbers talk.
Numbers talk, but I think we'd be better on Anchor, on a free service, which will give us the same amount of views, and maybe more, depending, because the shows are up and down.
Yeah.
It depends on what you do. But I need to learn how to do SEOs, man. I mean, it's hard to get out there, but the thing is, it's people connecting to it. If you connect to it, then it's fine. But the thing is now, as I said, people's attention spans are short. It depends on how hooky you can keep it on there. But anyway.
I also put out people if they find us related. We have fans. Oh, what fans? That's weird, man.
No,
we have people who like listening to our stuff and whatnot. So we have a few dedicated people, and it keeps growing every week. So, attention span, yes, there's so much content out there. If you're watching the Marvel stuff or the show stuff, I always watch New Rockstar. And I love that stuff, right? Yeah. So, I get it, man. There's so much other content, but we have a few dedicated people, and it's growing. So, respect to you lot, man.
Respect to you lot.
Two brothers in Tottenham just talking up in my bedroom, sitting on the floor, because Idris don't allow us to go in the other room.
Bro, I thought you said some next thing on here. But anyway, let's start this off with, let's do Bangladesh, because Bangladesh is going for a really rough time at the moment. So there's a district called Sylhet, and it's been flooded recently, and that's where we're from, Sylhet. And prayers and love to the people out there at the moment now, but there's lots of happening. But guys, there's loads of charities happening at the moment. So what I wanted to do, and I'll let you guys know now, if you go follow me on my personal Instagram page, I am going to be selling some of my old sketches for like a £5, £10 thing. But there'll be a link in my description where it will go to charity to donate the money to help the people back home. So guys, make sure you check that out. So I'm going to put little Qibla Ahmed art and Brothers Geek Out page as well. Be on there as well. And, do what you can to help out, guys. So any sketches you want, request it, or the ones that you see on my page, then just tell me, say, Kibbs, I had this, and I'll be like, here's a £5. Just donate. I'll just post it out to you. I'll cover postage. I just want you guys to donate. That'd be nice. But yeah, it's quite. I saw some of the footage. It's quite heartbreaking, the kids and everything like that. So
even Idris was talking about earlier, and I sat down with Idris. And I was like, "Yeah, Idris, could you imagine there was water that took away all your trains and the exports?" And he goes, "Yeah, that's sad." I'm like, "That's what they're going through right now." Heartbreaking. And Bangladesh has always gone through floods and whatnot, and this is stuff that's not in the news probably, and all this sort of stuff.
Well, no, it's starting to creep in today. Today it started creeping in.
Oh, you heard it, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it needs to be more aware, man. We're one unit, we're one human society, and we need to help each other out. But that will take a long time. But it's weird that we got these lines on the floor, and we call that Bangladesh, and that side India, and that side Pakistan, and whatever, right? Just because of a line, imaginary line on the floor that human beings have created. So we're one unit as human beings. We need to help each other out. But yeah, Bangladesh obviously, because it's where we're from there, and Sylhet is where we're from.
Yeah, that's right. And some more sad news. I mean, and we're losing all the legends, man. Luckily, I got to meet this legend. So rest in peace to Tim Sale. Tim Sale was an artist for DC and Marvel Comics. He did books like, oh man, The Long Halloween, Batman, Spider-Man Blue. He's done a couple of Superman ones, and he's got a massive catalogue of work that he's done. I met him a few years ago at a Comic-Con, MCM Comic-Con. I can't remember what year it was. I think it was the same year I met Frank Miller. And he had a table, and I was just watching him do sketches for people. I got one of my comic books signed by him, and just spoke to him regarding about finding your art style, and it's hard. I think as an artist, you're always trying to find an art style that you're into, and I know now, like, I'm versatile. I can do whatever style that you need me to do, and I'll try and incorporate that. I don't have a specific style. I do have a specific style when I'm doing doodling, but when it comes to doing the final work, it's going to be kind of paying respects to other artists that I've learned along the way. But Tim Sale, his artwork was unique in any possible way possible. It wasn't your hyper-realistic style like Jim Lee or your Rob Liefeld type of artwork. It was like, really, he just flowed with his lines, and he just kind of let it go and do what he wanted to do. But yeah, rest in peace, Tim.
How old was he? Was he young?
66.
That's kind of young. Though,
60,
still.
66,
What did it?
yeah.
Why did he? How did he pass?
You know what? I didn't actually go through that, man. It's kind of sad that he's gone. He's done a lot for the comic book industry, and he brought in this unique style that helped inspire other artists as well. But I didn't actually see. Like, you know what? Let me see the cause, man.
Rest in peace, man.
Let's quickly find out. But yeah, so Tim Sale.
Man, left a kid.
Yeah, I know, family,
behind.
yeah.
I don't know if it's one, but.
So according to reports, Tim was admitted to hospital on Monday. He was very serious health issues. He passed away a few days later after. His cause of death is not. It's not been revealed.
Okay.
You know what? Respect to the family and everything.
Yeah.
That's the honest truth. I think for us as fans, I don't need to know the cause, man. As long as he did a great thing for the community that we are into as an artist, and I'm always going to treasure that. And even when he signed my comic book, and the advice he gave me was, keep drawing until it makes sense. If it makes sense, like, stare at it if it makes sense to you. If it doesn't, just continue drawing. Like, there's not much you can do. It's so hard to find your style in that as well. So, much respect.
Oh, it's amazing that you got a chance to meet him and a lot of the inspirational artists that you've grew up with and whatnot.
Yeah.
But that's amazing. Respect to him. Respect and rest in peace to him. And
I didn't get a pic with him though.
family.
That would have been nice. But yeah, it is what it is. I had my moment, which is amazing.
Yeah, well, that's what it is. That's what you're going to treasure. I know the pics are amazing and it helps you go back to that moment, but you have treasured that emotional memory. So now when you think about it, you're going back to that emotional pic in your head rather than...
Yeah, of course.
Which is also very important, man. So rest in peace.
Yeah, man. Oh, cool. All right, man. So, guys, Goodman just got back from New York. Bro. Tell me the drama in the airport, bro.
Oh, my God. Drama in the airport. Which one? Oh, no, you know what? I actually got away. Okay.
Oh, shit.
They let me through. So, listen, every time I go to the US, I always feel like, oh, God, here we go. We're going to get done. I'm going to get sorted. And, FBI, CIA, you're just going through their customs and everything. This time they let me through. Like, surprisingly, it was okay. I mean, I took off from Heathrow. I was like, okay, easy. Listen, those dramas with the COVID tests, so freaking bad. Like, I left on a Saturday. On the Sunday, they stopped doing COVID tests, right? So by one day, I had to go through so much stress. Oh my God, I got it done. My phone was not able to download it. Taking an Uber, they always take you through central London. I don't know why they go through there. It's such a longer direction. Anyway, got to the US. Listen, bro, I have to be honest with you, man. I was very anxious about this US trip. I thought I wasn't feeling it as much. I haven't been traveling to the US in the last couple of years. All the shit that's been going in the US, the shootings, all that sort of stuff. I've heard so much things about the crime in New York just going bad because of COVID and the police. I think there's like some kind of law. I don't know if it's in New York or some states where if you don't commit a crime or steal up to $1,000, you get away with it. So anything under $1,000 or something,
don't leave it.
$900, something like that. It's one of the states or maybe New York. Anyway, so I just wasn't really as enthusiastic to go to New York. So what happened was I get there on a Saturday, man. I land, I get through customs. The guy was cool, and I was like, oh damn, man, hey man. I was so nervous. Like just before he called me up, I was like, here we go, let's go. But let me through. And then Cuz picked us up, Select 101, like, kids, you got to do a podcast with him. Cuz is a Bengali hip-hop artist. But he picked me up. I haven't seen him in 14 years. I haven't seen his brother, Jubel, in 29 years, bro. It's awesome to see them. We went out bowling and everything. So it was really cool. But this happened to be...
Did you get pictures with Boris also?
I did, yeah. I sent it. I got pictures of that. I saw my uncle and auntie, and whatnot. So it was very awesome to see them. Like I said, I wasn't very enthusiastic about this trip, but on the Saturday, bro, on the Sunday, so which was the next day, I was gonna go to New Jersey. One, I wanted to see Kevin Smith and what's his name?
Jason
Mewes, comic book shop, Secret Stash. Two, I wanted to go see my friend Mark Pope. Raining. I was like, oh, basic. So I wake up, it's all raining. I'm anxious now. I'm very anxious. I'm very nervous. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm in New York. I got nothing to do. It's raining outside. I'm in Brooklyn somewhere. I don't know what's around. So I was a little bit nervous. My hotel was basic. But breakfast was a brown bag with a bagel and shit. I was like, this is basic. False advertising. I'm not giving a bad review. But the room was nice and whatnot. It was false advertising. There was no gym. They had a treadmill in there, but it had all this. It was a storage cabinet. So basic. So anyway. And then the missus, she gave me some good advice. She was like, why don't you just put on clothes that you don't mind getting wet and just go out? I was like, you know what, you're right. So I put on my training clothes and I went for a run. And I ended up doing a 9-mile run just following all the different Biggie memorials in Brooklyn. And I saw like 3 or 4 of them. And I was like, this was amazing. So I ended up doing a 9-mile run, paid my respects to Biggie. Like I said, when you're in Brooklyn, you can't not pay respects to the king of New York, Brooklyn, Biggie, rest in peace. Amazing. Like I always say, my New York is hip-hop, comic books and movies. So anyway, so done that. That same day, Amit, my boy from Dubai, he goes, G, I'm in New York. And I was like, oh shit, I forgot that you were here. I go meet him, go have a delicious lobster roll and whatnot. But we're walking around Times Square, usual, right? I see this Russian dude, Cauliflower Ears, just taking a picture. And I was like, oh, I wonder who that is, right? Because I'm obviously into the MMA and scene and whatnot. And then I look and then I see, I can't say his last name, but Zabit Magomed Sharapov, I think that's how you kind of say it. I was a weirdo, bro. I was like, I was starstruck. I'm such a weirdo. I wish I had better social skills. I was a bit starstruck. And then we both look at each other and he goes, you okay, brother? And obviously he can't speak too much English. And the first thing that came to mind, I was just like, oh, Assalamu alaikum, brother. How are you? And then we started talking to him. Again, we can't really communicate because he don't speak English well. And I was just like, oh, you here training? And then I was like, are you fighting in UFC? Because there was all these rumors about he's retiring and whatnot. But I was so in the moment. And I can't believe I'm talking to Zabit, right? UFC fighter. He's a ninja. If you haven't seen him, just type his name in and just see some of the ninja shit he does. I'm talking about jumping off the cage and 360 roundhouse kick. Freaking ninja, bro. Sanshao background, but obviously from Dagestan, so he's at wrestling as well. Absolutely amazing. So I'm starstruck. Anyway, so I had my moment. I had a conversation with him. It wasn't just, oh, can I take a picture? I had a moment. And he was so cool to acknowledge that I was a weirdo, but said hello. And then some random dude came and said, oh, can I take a picture? Because I was just about to walk off after saying salam alaikum and whatnot. And then I was like, oh yeah, I want to get a picture too. I was like, oh brother, can I get a picture? So I got a picture, shook his hand, said salam alaikum, I'm a big fan, thank you for this and whatnot. And I was pumped. My New York trip after that was just awesome, man. I was so pumped. I can't believe I met him, which was sick.
Awesome. It's always a great thing when you meet somebody that's in something that you really like as well.
In my world, he's in my world, he's a superstar. He's famous and he's inspiring and whatnot. And he's a Muslim brother, which doesn't really matter anyway. But still, it was just inspiring. And he's a step closer to meeting Khabib because boy, I want to meet Khabib one day. And then but the rest of the trip was awesome. And then the Monday I went to Brooklyn, to the Bronx. My friend John Delvito, shout out to him. He took me around the Bronx. We went around the place where the Bronx Tales that was shot. Well, mostly it was shot in Queens, but that road was represented. The road that they possibly represented in Bronx. I went around there. I saw the great movie of Chaz Palminteri. Palminteri. I thought I said his name right. With the best quote ever. I mean, this is Sonny from Bronx Tales. But
Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly. But the quote, the worst thing in life is wasted talent. Bro, I was geeking. I couldn't believe I was there. Like, again, my New York is movies, comic books, and hip-hop. And, everyone cool Manhattan, all that sort of stuff. Like, I'm in the Bronx. I'm deep in the Bronx, bro. Freaking amazing. I'm taking it in. I was speaking to John, who's my boy, and I was saying, like, yeah, De Niro's character reminds me of my father. And John was just like, oh, bro, I'm very touched that I'm here with you, enjoying this moment. And whatnot. So, even got me closer to my boy John. Mad love for him for taking me around the Bronx. We went to Little Italy in the Bronx, which he says is the proper Little Italy. Don't get me wrong, the Manhattan one is, but that's all commercialized now because the Bronx one's a bit more authentic. I wonder if we're in big puns, but then in the little Italy, I wonder if he's talking about the Little Italy in the Bronx because that's where the big
probably be the Bronx, bro.
And then segue into that, I have to go. As we're going back to Manhattan, I have to go pay my respects to Big Pun Memorial. So I go there. I always do show my respects. You know, it's getting a bit dark, so John was like, let's get our pictures and get the F out of here, because he knows that's not the safest area. But what I kind of loved, at least, there were some people just busting their tunes around.
Yeah.
In some weird way, it just felt like I'm here, you know?
Yeah,
like they're busting their tunes. You see in my Instagram, the tunes playing, the Latino tunes. But again, I love, you know, Big Pun's my favorite hip-hop artist of all time. After he passed away, my love for hip-hop kind of went down. So I went there, paid my respects to the Big Pun. The next day, I went round to the Queens because my cousin's from there. We went to the Prodigy Memorial, man. Unfortunately, they removed it. And I Googled it, why. People kept on throwing paint at it and whatnot, which is, I don't know if it's a hate or what, but the guy is dead, regardless if you hate him, man. Like, have that respect, man. So I went to go pay my respects to Prodigy. We went down to Queensbridge and the estates, not estates, the projects around there and whatnot. And then unfortunately, we couldn't see that because it was gone. Cuz took me to the Run DMC one, which was also very epic. So I done Queens, I paid respect to Run DMC. Then, Then today, the day I flew out, I was staying, my last hotel was next to the Staten Island Ferry, so I took that into Staten Island, and then I ran to see the Wu-Tang Memorial, which was awesome.
Yeah,
I think the 9 main members.
Yep.
And it was awesome. I mean, that area was a bit ghetto. Cause I was like, be careful. I was like, no, it's cool. I'm going in the morning. I won't go there at night time. But soon, even in the morning, I found it to be a bit like, it's a bit sketchy. But I was geeking out. I'm at the Wu-Tang Memorial. Wicked graffiti art, all of these anyway, in general. Sick. And I just felt, bro, there's something, and on my tunes, I kept on playing like Wu-Tang and stuff. There's something about being in New York City, listening to some old school Wu-Tang Clan, man. It's an amazing, I don't know.
Chambers, yeah.
Amazing feeling, bro. Loved it. So yeah, I went there, took pictures there, just kind of took that vibe. So I done all the 5 boroughs, man, and for me, the 5 boroughs that mean something to me, which was all the hip-hop artists. I do have to say one thing about New York. I know it gets a bad rep in regards to people, aggressive city, because it is, right? Same like London, right? And people can be dicks. Yes, that's everywhere. You know what though, man? I find people to be nice, and maybe that's a tourist, man. Everywhere I go, be it Manhattan, a fancy restaurant, to the Wu-Tang Memorial, and people just walking past in that ghettos, people are nice, man. Everyone just walks past and say, good morning, how you doing, like always, right? Even when I was today with Staten Island, but these guys look a bit like dressed, you know, a bit bummish, like sort of thing, not to be bad, sorry. But they were like, how you doing, good morning, like really polite, man. I was like, damn, you people are so nice. One guy stopped, he said, you a graffiti artist? I was like, nah, I'm just a tourist and admiring this. It's like, all right, brother, like, it's, you know what I mean? I'm in the ghettos of Staten Island, and these people are just nice, man. So I get that everywhere I go in the States. Of course, I'm not going to walk around in the middle of the night in these ghettos. I'm not going to be that stupid. But I'm just saying, man, general, I like New York. It's gave me a new buzz for New York. I really enjoyed the trip.
I got to go one day, man.
Bro,
that's my place.
Ruben was like, our cuz was saying, you will love it. And you would, bro. I just hope you can get that visa sorted, man.
Well, we've got to try. I need to get my passport sorted first.
Yeah, get that sorted and come down. But love New York. I've got a new vibe and love for it. This was probably my first or second best trip in New York, considering nothing was planned and I was very anxious about this trip. Worked out to be one of my best trips ever. Work was amazing. I have to just criticize. I don't really talk about work much. Maybe I might criticize it a bit, but they gave me an award for best team player and whatnot. Shout out to my team. I know maybe Ian watches this and whatnot. The rest of them probably don't. But shout out to them, man. They really made me feel like loved and whatnot. I've got a lot of recognition. And shout out to them, man. Mad love. I think one thing about my work I have to say is like I'm grateful that they allow me to be myself. That's very important. That's the only way I've exceeded. And my team have accepted me for who I am, which is why I'm able to do what I do. Also, you know, shout outs to the leadership team who don't watch this, so don't worry. But they've set an environment from the top of, you know, a chilled environment where you can truly be yourself. And I love that. So I have to, if I'm going to say anything nice about Dow Jones and the Wall Street Journal, they've allowed me to truly be myself, and that's got to do with leadership. You know, so it took, you know, a long time for me to get there, but I felt very recognized. I was like MVP at the party. I'm an introvert, so I don't like the attention, but, you know, people were just recognizing me, and I was like, all right, cool, thank you. So, bro, this whole New York trip was awesome, except the plane ride coming back. Very uncomfortable. I had a stupid teenage kid, sorry, but she was crying and shit, spoiled little brat. her mum should have slapped her. Kept on kicking my chair, and then the one sleep I got, she kicked my chair aggressively, and I turned around to the mum and said, I didn't look at the girl, I'm not gonna say that to her, she's a kid, but looked at the mum and said, look, can you tell your kid to be a bit more considerate? Like, messed up my sleep, I couldn't sleep, I felt horrible, I feel horrible now, but
Yeah.
whew,
What did mum say?
the mum told her daughter that you just woke him up, like, be careful what you're doing. So I'm glad she did. And I wasn't being aggressive. I was just like, please tell your daughter. Because it's important. I can't tell the kid anything.
Exactly.
I tell the parents.
You
Like,
got to tell the parents, yeah.
Great trip, man. Love New York, man. I really fell back in love with New York. So awesome. I loved it, man.
Awesome.
Yeah. And then on the way back, I watched The Hustle.
Yes.
Bro, Adam Sandler might be... I mean, I've always loved Adam Sandler, but as an actor, you said it last week, man. He's one of my favourite actors.
He's becoming like a really good... Like, I love his comedy films and I love all of his silly stuff because I think he does that great. But he's been picking his projects really well. This one was wicked, bro.
Amazing.
Such a good film. Such a good film. And it was like, I would have loved to seen it on the cinema, on the big screen. Great story, a lot of heart. I mean, this is like your basketball Rocky movie.
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah, it's your basketball Rocky movie. And he's wicked in it, bro. You know, he's got that disconnect from wanting to be home with his family to, you know, trying to kind of become a coach at the same time, was it? And then finding talent and stuff like that. But, excuse me,
so
great
good.
movie.
He's
great
such
movie.
a good actor. And also he had a lot of humour in this movie, which kind of reminded me of old movie, but a different kind of humour.
Yeah.
I love Adam Sandler, man. I love that dude. Every movie he makes, I could sit and watch. I don't think there's a single movie of his that I can't watch because they're all so good.
I've watched all of them.
He's so good.
I've watched all of them.
I really enjoyed this movie. So that really took 2 hours out of my flight. I was really engaged with this movie. So I'm glad I watched that one. So brilliant movie, Hustle. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Netflix. Adam Sandler, he's a dude. I love that guy, man.
Awesome.
All right, Top Gun Maverick, man, cannot be stopped at the box office. 800,000, bro, nearly hitting that billion.
That's his highest grossing movie so
All
far.
time. Big up to that movie, man. It was a great fucking movie.
Good film. Very good film. Very good film. I would say it was good that he held on.
Yes.
Told the studio,
What
fuck
a
off,
great
I'm going to wait.
investment.
What a great investment. Look at your monies, bro.
That's
And
it.
you know he takes part of that, yeah?
Yes, good for him.
He's one of those actors who take part of that. He's producer, so even more money. So
Good for him.
Good for him, man. Listen, great movie. We watched it just before he flew out to New York the following day.
Yeah, that was my second time. Jakub's watched it 4 times.
He's seen it 4
people
times.
are really enjoying it, and it's a very enjoyable movie. You can sit there and watch it. And
Yeah.
It's shot really well. I won't go into it again. It's shot so well. So I do want to watch a podcast from Jacko Wilkins, and I think he has a real fighter pilot on there to talk about how realistic
I think
it
I
is.
watched that.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I've watched that, yeah.
And they talk about how realistic it is.
Yeah.
It's all right. I do want to watch that to see what the
And I
perspective
think Miles Teller's on a podcast recently, and he was talking about, you know, the breathing techniques that you would do when you're flying. So it's like, they went through some intense training.
Man, wicked. I hope it makes the billion. That'd be awesome.
You know what? Let's go for it, man. Top Gun for the billion.
Let's go. All right.
So Lightyear, not to be shown in the UAE because 2 men kiss upon each other.
You have to go Jamaican. You have to go Jamaican.
Oh, sorry.
Shit.
I'm still recovering from this chest infection. It's hot in there, bro.
It is hot in
It's
there.
hot in there, man. Shit.
Well, look, I heard also in Malaysia they're not showing it. Obviously, a lot of the Islamic countries they won't show it. What's my thoughts, man? on this? You know what? I wish they just maybe deleted the scene and just showed it.
But listen, bro. Diversity and people doing stuff like we're in a reality now where these things are going to happen. So if the countries are going to block it, let them block it, man. That's cool.
I agree. I agree with that. Yes.
That's fine.
That's fine.
If it doesn't suit them, then it don't suit them.
Yeah.
It doesn't make a difference, to be honest. People are going to make money. These companies are going to make money. 1 country, 2 country not showing it, it's nothing, bro. Because if it connects to people on a different level, and if somebody really wants to see it, then they go to badusi.com.
Exactly. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking about it when I moved to the Middle East. If there's a Marvel movie and there is a scene, a gay LGBT, a scene, they'll probably block it. And I'm a Marvel fan. I want to watch it, so I'll probably have to go to badusi.com to watch it. But what I'm saying is, I think yes, just the same way we don't want their culture. You wouldn't want their culture to be influenced in our world here, in our Western world. We shouldn't force our culture onto them, right?
No, exactly.
So I respect that.
Listen.
Also, this is a children. This is not a movie. It's a movie, but this is a children's cartoon, Pixel. So this is why I think I agree why they blocked it, because if you don't want to educate, you're educating children now. This is not like a human film or whatever, which is 18 or 15 or whatever. This is a kid's cartoon.
Yeah.
So this is where you're not just trying to influence people in general. You influence the kids.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I think,
So
again, I think they have all the rights to block it. If you want to show it in the Western world, I'm gonna watch it because I like these movies. But to be honest with you, would I want Idris to watch it and see that scene? Probably not. Messing up his flow in his games. I mean, I wouldn't want my kids to see that. I would cut that part out or forward it or whatever.
Listen, and my kids, they're gonna know later on.
They will do. Everyone will.
They'll pick it up. But I don't want to be. This is the way religion. Some people enforce religion on top of people, and this is how other things are getting put on. It's like kind of force fed.
Yeah.
So if it's not done in a natural way or a natural format, it doesn't feel right. So, and I'm going to respect everybody's agenda and everybody's motives of what they do and how they do things, but everybody has their own ways of processing things. So I know that when my daughter grows up older, she's going to go through different changes and she's going to see different things, but I don't want to force feed that while she's growing up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so respect, decisions can come later on, but judge it for yourself.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm going to watch this, but I think it is a risky move, or not risky. I think Disney, again, they have this platform. We spoke about it in the Kamala Khan Miss Marvel breakdown. They have this important big platform. They got to use that wisely to influence and educate people. And if they're doing that with this community, then good for them, right? Just do it right and do it justice. So I'm gonna watch the movie anyway.
Yeah,
and if it's blocked in those countries, then so be it. I think we should respect each other's ways.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't want their influence on our Western world. And when I say ours, I live in the Western world, so that's why I'm saying ours. I was born and raised here.
Yeah, exactly.
And same way, we don't want to. We shouldn't force them with their ways. We should all be individuals and respect whatever. But yeah, all right, cool. What's the next thing?
So it's official.
Squid
Games get season 2, which is green lit. Nice. That we knew that was gonna happen anyway, man.
Yeah, true.
It was gonna happen.
Yeah.
It was like the most watched TV program of 2020 or 21.
Yeah.
2021. So good on them. They deserve it. So hopefully, I didn't like the ending. I had bare beef with people because of that. But that's just my opinions, man. It's my opinion. But I'm looking forward to it. So let's see what they do, where they go with it. So
yeah, let's see what they could. Obviously, it's a criminal organization that's out there, bro.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we need to discover more about it, and someone needs to get someone needs to pay for that shit. Okay, cool. Netflix announced a cast of an upcoming series called The Brothers' Son. Michelle Yeoh, and I believe it's a full Asian cast, and it's about it's an 8-episode series describing an action-packed dark comedy drama and family soap. So a fully Asian, and I mean East Asian cast, I believe. Michelle Yeoh, and interesting.
That'd be quite
Netflix,
good. Yeah? And I think she's picking her roles really well at the moment now. I mean, like Everything Everywhere All at Once is probably my favourite film that came out this year, and she, hearing, like, I've been watching a lot of videos with her in it, and listening to her saying, like, this couldn't be the more perfect role for me because it's so versatile. It's not just using my martial arts skills, it's using my acting skills, and it's using what I can actually bring to the screen. Awesome. And those directors believed in me. So, that's amazing. So, let me see more, man.
I'm glad she's growing. I feel like she could be Hong Kong's like the biggest superstar from Hong Kong in Asia. I know Jackie Chan's there, Jet Li, Bruce Lee. Obviously, he's a powerhouse. I honestly believe you can't beat Bruce Lee, because I tell you why. When you're looking at action stars in say Hollywood, as an example, Hollywood is the main one. When you think of action stars who might be white or black, you can figure them out, right? When you think Asian, really Jackie Chan is an action star, but he's not badass. Like, he's a comedic action star. Jet Li's a bit badass, but he's not that big. Donnie Yang and whatnot. Bruce Lee is always going to be known for that badass action star in those
Yeah,
Hollywood
that's
movies.
right,
You know what I'm trying to say? Like, he's proper badass. So you can't ever beat that. But I feel after him, Michelle Yeoh, with the impact she's making now, I feel like she could be the biggest. You know, Chow Yun-fat could have been a badass mofo, but you know, Replacement Killers, I loved it. Corruptor was a great movie, but he just didn't explode as much as he did from his Hollywood,
Hong
Kong movies.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope Michelle Yeoh does a great job, man. She's awesome. I think she's awesome. She could be not only just an Asian superstar, but female Asian superstar. She's killing it, man.
Exactly.
Good on her, man. Marvel's Werewolf by Night director confirmed Michael Giacchio.
What was it? Director? That's Michael Giacchino, bro.
Oh, man, I can't read.
Michael Giacchino, that's not a director, bro.
Yeah, no, that's what I said, isn't it?
Michael Giacchino is a soundtrack guy.
But
Marvel's Werewolf.
I'm sitting there saying Giacchio and I can't even read for shit, man.
Werewolf by Night. Director.
Did I get it right? I swear we got it right, man. Yeah, look.
Michael Giacchino was set to direct, bro.
Oh.
Him not the direction no more.
Oh, man.
Werewolf by Night gives official first update. Okay, alright. So it's not official. But Michael Giacchino gives update on filming. Hold up, man. Michael Giacchino is a soundtrack guy. So Michael Giacchino gives an update on film. Not too much known about the Marvel series. Have a composer recent. Okay, so he's the composer, bro.
Oh, my bad. So, okay. Anyway, look. That's happening anyway. Blade, Moon Knight, maybe these guys might show up.
Give me.
Bro, I mean, that could be awesome. So anyway, awesome. This is happening.
There you go.
What's next? Tom Holland. Go on, bro.
So it says Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, and Tobey Maguire. The gang is all here.
It's about September.
Yeah, boy, we already spoke about this last week, but Spider-Man No Way Home is getting an uncut version coming out into cinema, so it's probably going to be 4 hours long.
I cannot wait.
I hope it is anyway, but probably so about 3 hours long.
Maybe I want more.
We want more. We know there's more.
And there's going to be more Charlie Cox scenes.
Yep.
Give me more Daredevil.
Give me.
Alright, awesome. Manny Montana to star in Marvel's Ironheart Disney series.
Manny Montana? Who's that, man?
Tony Montana's brother, I don't know. Manny Montana.
Where is he? Oh, so, okay. I've never seen him before.
Oh, he's in
Good Girls, Graceland, Millions, I Hate Men in the Basement. Oh, he's in The Mule. But I don't remember him.
Undisputed, not Undrafted.
Alright, cool. I mean, look, listen. Interesting.
Get Iron Man back. Ironheart back.
Ironheart, who's gonna... So I don't know what character he's gonna play in there, though.
Yeah, neither
I've got nothing.
She's gonna be new to me. I'm not too familiar with her.
She's gonna be completely new to me.
Yeah.
So, that's fine. The galaxy far, far away will no longer look backwards to Luke, Leia, Han Solo, Darth Vader. What?
Taika Waititi's Star Wars.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, so it looks like it's not going to be looking back at any of these main characters and going in, I'm not going to say a whole new direction, but just be in that Star Wars universe. That's what it sounds like.
Okay, interesting. I mean, listen, man, I'm sure he'll give us a great film, depending on, I don't know what it's going to be about, but it doesn't need to have the connection. I mean, look, well, Rogue One had
Vader at the end.
At the end, that's all. But other than that, there was no other connection to it. So I'm looking forward to it. And then we've got Lando as well coming out soon, haven't we?
Is Lando? I heard something that they said that if you're gonna redo a character, don't bring in new people to play them, man. Like if you're not gonna be with the original guys, just leave it be, man.
That's fine, man. They can bring new guys. I thought that new guy when Solo was actually really good.
Yeah. I mean
Daniel Glover, right?
Yeah. I mean,
really good.
Let's see what they do, man. I mean, Taiki is awesome, man. Like he'll make it lovable. He made Thor lovable, like one of Marvel MCU's best movies. Thor Ragnarok, everyone loved it. So maybe you could do something similar for for Star Wars, because Star Wars is growing now, man.
No, it is. We've got so
bigger
much
than ever, man. I mean, let's just quickly talk about Miss Marvel. I say just go to the breakdown spoiler review of episode 2. We done a whole like 30-minute video of that, so do check that out.
Check that out. But good episode, really good episode, really on par with the first episode. We get more, we learn about more, and you know, I'm enjoying it. I'm absolutely loving it. So check out our Miss Marvel playlist. So episode 2 will be on there as well. So check it out. Breakdowns for episode 1 and 2 are already there.
Awesome. And then the last thing, man, you know, Obi-Wan,
Obi-Wan.
episode 5. Wow. I'm loving what they're giving us on this, man.
So listen, I think this TV show has caused a lot of controversy because
Still?
yeah, man, people are hating it. People are not appreciative. People are not grateful, man, and it's such a shame. Listen, this episode was great. We get to see Obi-Wan grow more as a character, see more as a character, because there's so much happening. And it's not just... There's 3 stories happening here. You got Reva, you got Obi-Wan, you got Leia... Sorry, 4 characters, and you've got Vader. So you got all these... You got 4 stories entwined into one TV show, yeah? So there's so much going on. But in this episode, bro, we got some sick shit that happened, bro.
Bro, so obviously I was in New York. I couldn't get a chance to watch it, right?
Yeah.
George St. Pierre, I love you, man. He's one of the dudes I want to meet. One of the best welterweight MMA fighters of all time. My guy spoiled, spoiler alert, by the way, spoiled the best bit, Vader. The power, bro. He held that ship and he brought it back. I mean, we're seeing a Vader that we've never seen before.
No, this is Vader in his prime. This is 10 years in, 9 years in, bro. This is prime Vader, bro. So... we get good Vader in this as well. We get Vader bringing down a ship. We get Vader ripping the shit out of that ship. And then you got Vader having a lightsaber fight with Reva where he doesn't even pull out his lightsaber. My man's just using the Force.
You see him with 2 stars, 2 of them
Yeah.
at one point as well. He looked good.
Bro, it's not even that. Did you see the little kick in his step as well when he came off the ship when they said, yeah, we got Obi-Wan? He's like, yeah, man. He got a little bop. He was like bopping. He's like, yeah, I'm going to fuck this guy up. Bop, bop, bop. But... You know what was beautiful and what I loved about it was the flashback scenes. You know, you're talking about, that was just sweet touch to it. Like, it was a really nice touch because you can see how much their relationship that did actually mean to what it became, you know? And people ripped it out for this shit, man. I'm like, bloody hell, you like, I don't know what people want no more, man. It's a bit weird, bro, because I feel like, bro, we come from the dark ages. We didn't have mobile phones. To see a number 2 of a movie, we had to wait 10 years. That's Terminator 2. Yeah, you know, stuff like that. We'd had to wait years before a film came out on VHS, or even to TV. We'd have to wait 6 years.
Yeah.
Remember, cinema, 2 years later VHS, 3 years later TV.
Some shit like that. Yeah.
So that's the dark ages. That's the ages we coming from. Yeah. So. When I see this content coming out and we're getting it at such a speed and such a rate, bro, within the last 5 years, bro, I couldn't even count how much shit that we've got.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
We're so entertained.
Bloody hell, bro. It's nuts, bro. I just don't understand.
Are they saying that they're shit because of the story? Or
they're saying shit. Yeah, they're saying shit is because of the story. They said, Disney marketed it wrong. What?
What do you mean?
What? They're saying the Vader show. It's the Obi-Wan show.
Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, I want to see more of Vader. I want to see more of Ewan. What was one of the guys called him? Ewan.
Okay.
Ewan. I want to see Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christian more. I'm like, but it's not Vader's story.
Yeah, and also you did get them a lot together. And also, there's so much character building. It's not just, yes, it's about him, but what, you want to cut everyone else out? There's so much story to it. Like, and think about the universe they're creating. They've expanded on characters. Many characters, not just those 2. Like,
exactly.
Yes, look at Mando, and then you got Boba Fett showing up, and in Boba Fett you got Mando show. This is a universe. This is not
This is not just a one-off thing. So, anyway, listen, great show. So much to happen. Season finales next week.
Yeah, look at the turnaround with Reva. I think who mentioned it to me? It might have been Ash or one of my friends. Or it might have been Ian. Said that he believes that Reva's going to turn. She got a different agenda, and that's exactly what she did.
Yeah, and that was. Interesting.
Obi saw it, and Obi saw that in her character. He noticed that there's something in you that I can see. You got a different agenda. You're corrupted by the dark side, but you're still you're corrupted by the dark side, but you want to get revenge on the dark side.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought that was. I kind of saw that coming because someone mentioned it to me, like not as a spoiler, but that's what their theory. And I was like, it's a good point, man. And she did that, and I thought she was awesome. It's sad to see her die because. I knew you're dead. You ain't. First of all, we know Vader survives. Second of all, you can't fuck around with Vader. He's so powerful in this, and he's so evil. That bastard. He's evil. Why are you calling me, football?
Is it still recording?
You're calling me though.
Yeah, it was a mistake. Sorry.
But I'm loving it. I think next week we're gonna see a bit more Luke. But you know what? We were tricked this whole season. Had nothing to do with Luke, all to do with Leia, and I think Obi-Wan's. I don't think he'll get his. He can't beat Vader. That's facts. I don't think he can't. But I think he'll have a good battle with him. Hopefully we have a big battle with him, and then Vader just looks good every time he's showing. If you notice that he's so dark. And the lightsaber kind of gives him a different tone.
Exactly. Yeah,
it's always a red lightsaber that shows a different tone of him. It's so awesome.
Exactly.
So yeah, I freaking loved it, man.
No, that was absolutely awesome. It was a great episode. And I'm looking forward to seeing next week. Wednesdays are good. We've got so much coming out at the moment. Alright, cool. Guys, I think that's it, isn't it?
I think that's it. Yeah, there was nothing else geeky for this week. I mean, until next time.
Until next time, guys. So make sure you follow us on our Twitter page, Instagram, and TikTok pages. Just type in the Brothers Geek Out podcast. I've got a new giveaway going out tomorrow evening. So make sure you check that out as well, guys. And we're on all streaming platforms. But make sure you like, share, comment, dislike. Just show us some love, guys. Even if it's some hate, let that hate out. Let that hate out. Hate. But
man, next week I'm going to be back in Singapore. So last time we're here together again for a couple of months.
That's right. Yep, not a couple of months, but 2 months, and then we'll see
you guys are back in August. Yeah.
So it won't be too long. So yeah, good times ahead, man. But yeah, guys, massive thank you again. One love. Peace.
The recording stopped.